Hello everyone, how good of you to join, and welcome back to the Tropicans, to the year 2005, where we are, well, prospering. We have just reached the 2nd million, and with the latest influx of refugees, we're getting ever so closely to 2,000 people. With 2,000 people almost, that brings us to the problem, of course, of unemployment rating, and also, vacant jobs. We have for the poor a few more houses. For the well-off, we have almost no houses anymore, so there is already the next problem coming up for us. Now, of course, we have our downtown area, but of course I don't want to have skyscrapers everywhere. So we do need to continue also with just some normal apartments there as well for the well-off or better people. And with that, let's go ahead and finish this apartment road that we have. And then probably with a road leading... Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot make a crossing here, the ultimate crossing, right? So we need to make it a bit strange looking like that. But that's okay, because we can then squeeze in some more service buildings. For example, a tavern that we could have here. Do we have a metro station close by? That might be something to consider. A metro station is close by, so nothing I can do about that. But another restaurant we can squeeze in, together also with some smaller park area or something like that, where people can enjoy the day. By the way, this should be possible. Yes, very good. So we can finish this whole area off, leading then to the park or to the restaurant here, to the entrance, just at the so you can eat at the shades of the skyscrapers then. Meanwhile, I would like to have a look at my offshore offices. As we know, we have built them in the last episode. They were producing us a lot of profit. We have now 3 of them, but we have 5 superpowers. So let's go ahead and build 2 more of them, so that we have really all of them set up. And all my superpowers, well, are being affected by this. So fair play for everyone. That is China, and the last one, the Middle East here as well. And all of them are still remaining at 100% relationship, except perhaps of Russia. But Russia is always a bit piggy. So in that case here, we will have to praise them a bit more often. Another thing is, when I notice at my jobs, my unemployment rate for high schools, right, 18, the oil rig, of course, employees high school people. So we can, of course, squeeze in a second oil rig for every resource node that we have, right? We could even go with a third one, I think. There's still 60,000 oil available here, so there's room for a second one. The same goes with that one here. By the way, do we have more oil somewhere else? Oil is just so profitable. We would have another oil deposit here, so let's go ahead and also use this. The cool thing, of course, is, yeah, that's high school people. They will get over there with the boat and getting employed at them right away. Let's also get the catch fire system. Production rate increase and upkeep is decreased with another 25% megawatt of power. This one probably will need, though, another substation so that we get the power over. Or, we might also just have an offshore wind park close to it so that it produces that right away. Let's have 2 of them here next to each other. Producing the energy right away for my oil rig. This is look like a really nice cozy district, to be honest, with the apartments and stuff like that and the lake. So let's go ahead and also add some more houses for well-off people. They will have some beautiful garden in the surrounding area, right? Some houses here as we're leaving the town slowly, and perhaps another house then in this area. And we could also just have probably a small park to the lake. That's possible, at least. Another market manipulation has been completed. Now, of course, we can have a look at that. I think we do have... No, we still don't have anything available, really. The next ones should be finished, though, soon. That's the apparel here, the chocolate. The boats are still far away. The smart furniture is done soon. But that's it, right? So 3 are going to be finished soon. And there's the first 2 already. Very good. So with that, we can have a look at the new prices. Totally independent prices, of course, that is. Apparel would be there again, 63%. We already have a very good apparel trade route up and running, though, so that's not something to consider. Perhaps something down here catches my eye. That would be smart furniture, 40%. Uranium, 30%. That is not that great, to be honest. Alright, I cannot actually go with any of them for the moment, because we need most of these resources And we already have some good quality trade routes. The next houses are being finished at least. Housing for everyone, that is the important thing here. So vacant homes for the well-off are growing a bit here. We still have 10 well-off homeless people. And unemployed, 13 high school, and 17 uneducated. So we are going to find a purpose for these guys. By the way, also some fantasy review missions have been finished. So I would like to check my tourism rating at this point. It's at 60 and climbing. That means demand for tourists is ever so increasing. Very good. Another thing that could add to this is the cultural diversity edict. Increases the immigration rate by 10%, which is not that much to be honest. And increases the cultural tourist rating by 5. Decreases conservative standing though by 25. Before I go with that, conservatives, I think 57 we are. I mean, it's quite a lot of negative here, right? We are increasing it with the houses. Edict modifiers, mandatory waste sorting is not something they like. Perhaps I can counter that with an edict they would like. Yeah, I think the good old days is just exactly what we need for this one here. Citizens wear old-fashioned clothes increases the tourist rating and increases conservative and religious standings a lot as well. It does cost me though a bit and decreases intellectual rating. Intellectuals, I think, love us anyway. Yeah, it's at 60, it's fine, we can counter that. So that's 2 edicts we can actually implement for tourism increase, right? Pretty cool stuff. Let's enable this one here. And then go with the good old days. And also at the same time, cultural diversity. That's 2 very powerful tourism edicts that we have.
Did I forget something?
And yes, with that we are at 72. Now I would like to use this to further now improve my jobs that I have by expanding our tourism sector. For now we only have this tiny area and for me it's pretty much completed at this point, to be honest. We could still add a few more things, right? But overall we would just be plastering more buildings into this area. I would be rather plastering buildings somewhere else, to be honest. And that would be where? On the other side of the island, of course. We get a beautiful big beach here. Lots of space. However, there's this big nasty mountain between us. And luckily, Tropico provides, El Presidente provides. And that is with a tunnel system that we can implement. The tunnel connection. Does cost me quite a bit, but who cares about money at this point. And we just need to find us a proper entrance point to this area. Yeah, and I think here, just beside the college, we can make this happen, right? So a connection with the main road. And then goes into this area. So we need to make this tunnel happening here. There you go. And now the second point that we build will have a connection with that tunnel. The further we are away, the more it costs me. And we are coming out here, so it would make sense to come out here, of course. We could also make it happening here. I think this makes more sense to me, right? Yes, let's go ahead. 23,000 costs me, build instantly. There we got tunnel number 1. And tunnel number 2 here, making the connection with my city. Right, and with that we have now made the connection with both sides of Tropico. And we can continue with that road all the way. We still have this tiny valley here as well. And of course it makes sense to also make something here. But this one is still speeding up the time quite a lot. Because people from here would have to go all the way here when they can just enter at this point and just exit at this point. That just makes things easier. We, by the way, could make a second tunnel connection. That would be just parallel to the first one, I guess. Like this, and make the connection here as well. Right, so now we have both areas fully connected. And this will speed up then our transportation times. Now let's make the connection here. Have the main road, and then also make the second connection here through the valley. Let's hope that we can make some more beautiful roads then, like that. More curvy roads, that is. There you go. Much better. So now we have made a triple connection to the other side, so really everything is connected. Let's also go ahead and make the connection complete here, and probably another one here for those people. Should probably also, because there's going to be a lot of traffic, I can see this already, add something as an advertisement probably to us. A statue of us would be probably a pretty good idea. And let's just go ahead and have a smaller fountain in the front of it, at the front of it. Leading all the way to the tunnels then. Alright, and on the other side, we should continue now with our tourism area. First of all, of course, we should make room for a nice big airport that will be then somewhere here in the open, right, so where we have lots of space. And then we got this whole area now at our disposal where we can just basically go crazy. And of course, it's going to be for all kinds of tourists, also the rich that we have then. First, we need a proper road connection that makes the connection then here with that circle along the beach area. This is not looking so great here. Rather make this a bit cleaner looking. Of course, lots of people also visit Tropico for the sites, so we would make sure that they have a proper site here. Let's have it like... it's not going to be easy. A bit of a curved road there in the center, why not? We need to make sure that everything here is powered. I think one substation is fine. Yeah, by building it here, we will get the whole area electrified. Then we're definitely going to make an area where we have the luxury tourists. So that's probably the furthest away from the airport. Would make sense to me, where it's also a bit quieter, a bit more secluded going into this area. Let's make another crossing here. That leads then to that beach area. Along the beach. Going into this area, right? And also here, of course, along the ridge that we have there. So we could start with them, with the luxury hotels. Let's build 2 of them here. And we can also build one by the beach area. I want a cruise ship for sure. High quality accommodation with 12 rooms. The guests must be rich or higher. So having a few cruise ships here would make sense to me. Interesting symbols that we see here. No idea what they mean, really. They will probably need a port, right, where they can get off board and come into the game, onto the island. And that's happening with the tourist port. In that case here, this one is for rich tourists only. And this one here is going to be for normal tourists as well, right? So there's going to be 2 types of tourists that we can enable with that. We can specialize them. Some super villas, that would be also for rich citizens and higher. Definitely a few of them. Also going a bit deeper into the mountain then. So that's the even richer people, where the other hotel is not enough anymore. I just noticed here from the back, of course, we have our ancient ruin site still. So I can make that road connection also complete. But this is not something I like so much. They should have their own road, normal tourists. The road that goes all the way down to that side. For these rich tourists, we're definitely going to have some luxury entertainment, like a proper golf course. A yacht club, very important. This is something we need at the ocean. I think that would make sense here then, closer to the cruise ships that we have then docking here as well. There's something I haven't built yet, that's the El Presidente club. Faction leader working in the club receive a personal experience boost of 15 and also receive a flat gain of 5 on all happiness values when finished with their work. Club member have a high influence on the faction and casual faction leaders. And the club also generates a 1.7 corruption per club member per month. So this is the exclusive club of everyone that wants to basically visit us a bit. And we might make this one even more exclusive a bit further away. I don't know if it's that far away people actually get there. I don't think so. So we're going to have the club here, our very exclusive club then right here somewhere, just beside my super villas. Now, while everything over there is being constructed, before we finalize it, let's wait for the constructions to finish. We can continue onwards here with the normal area. I definitely want to have an entertainment area that goes along this road here. That is going to be plastered with, for example, casinos. So we can definitely have some nice fun area here with casinos rolling up, with gourmet restaurants in the center so people can eat something proper. Of course, also a cocktail bar. I definitely want to have something where people can enjoy the day out with normal restaurants, a nightclub. So bear in mind, this is just the first foundation, right? When everything is coming together, we'll have to... It's just taking a bit of time, and then we can move things around a bit before we also add final ornaments. For the normal economy area, we're of course going with some more hotels again that we have done along the ridge here, as done previously already as well. So I'm expecting, as you can see, a lot of tourists really coming in here. Definitely also some family resorts again, so we can have them along one here. And I would probably also like to have another one then in this area. Two of them actually, like a little family resort park area. The economy hotels, we should have them a bit closer to the actual center, right? So with the entrances, of course, looking right. For fun, we are doing then the beach resorts, or the beach places. I would like to have at least 2 of them. We're also going ahead with some hang gliding, another nice attraction that I don't have yet. I might actually have this one along here somewhere. Make actually 2 of that, because I think there's going to be quite the demand for this. Definitely also, where do we have it? My fun fair pier. We can definitely also add a better location for more louder fun. So we have the aqua park. We know by now that they're very popular, right? So there's going to be a pretty high demand for these. Can we squeeze them in together like they are looking then towards each other? I think like that. That would be fine. And also a roller coaster that overlooks the whole area. Above all, we of course need an airport that gets the tourists in and out to the famous Tropican airport. There you go. Somewhere over there. So the planes can actually land, but they're not flying over my tourists. Very important at the airport, of course, we do need to have some parking garage. I'm also going ahead with a metro station. And 2 bus garages, can't hurt either, to make some proper individual spots or stops to some places. And yeah, the whole thing did cost me around 300,000, 400,000 almost. So we just need to really wait now for the whole construction here to complete. The first thing that's already finished is then over here. My first luxury hotel. With the workers coming out of it, rather confused looking. Where are we? I don't even know why the workers spawn in the hotel right away. There it is also, with the highest priority built. The big Tropico International Airport for the economy liners. I might actually also consider a second one for the rich tourists, right? Makes sense, of course, to have a bunch of these airports together. We still need to research something here for the airport. And that would be that we allow also well-off people to arrive via planes, right? So the mass airliners. We don't have that yet from the beginning. And there it is. Airport working mode has been completed. So this one allows now the no-frill airliner. Tourists arriving at this airport are well-off. Upkeep is increased. And this one here has the economy airliner. Tourists arriving at this airport are rich. So I don't know why the economy airliner gets rich tourists and the no-frill airliner gets, well-off people, but that's that. The luxury people, the really filthy rich people, they're coming in with my ships. And of course, you know what? Let's have them look towards each other. That makes a bit more sense, of course. We can get rid of this road here again. Even though this one here makes the connection actually around the airports. And then we have our parking decks here at the end, the beginning. We could actually go with 2 of them. There's the metro station in the center and the bus garages. I'm actually going to move them a bit further over here. And the metro station in the center. A few more upgrades, the duty-free shop. Of course, every adult tourist spends $25 when arriving in Tropico. In-flight meals increases the overall happiness and tourists arriving on Tropico by 10. And the airport requires 10 megawatt more power. The airport also acts as a metro station. We do have a metro station here. So I probably will not do this right away. Plus, I also like to have people to just see that. Oh, 50 people already came with the first plane. And there they are. On their way to someplace. This hotel here. One of my older ones. And yeah, that's how it looks from above. The next plane brings in 36 more tourists. And another one, that's a ship, alright, no problem. For the filthy rich, the area is still under construction. But for the economists, it's coming along now just fine. And we continue onwards here with mass tourism in the next episode. Stay tuned!